You mentioned earlier that Luis Elizondo, and I think Leslie Keane has also alluded to this, that something might happen in 2026 or 2027. I know Luis has been asked about it directly, and he hasn't necessarily denied it. What do you know about this? Do you have any inside information?
I don't. I don't. I have almost no inside contacts. I have a little, but not much. It's not the nature of what I do and how I do it is not how I roll. Other people do. Look, I don't know. Again, these dates are stimulating. They get people's interest. They attract attention. Usually secondhand. Obviously, someone heard something from somebody, or whatever. It is possible that the Department of Defense and other agencies have come together with a decision that they're going to make a major move in a particular year. But what move? All right. They just push back on the ultimate piece of legislation. They reduced it to the basics, took all the powers away. It's still there, but it's not enough. Glad to have it. And then when it was resubmitted for this year, for the next year National Defense Authorization Act, because, as I understand it, because it was submitted as an amendment, that opened it up to being filibustered by a number of various committee chairs or ranking members of a committee. And that one very powerful one said, you can submit it, I'm blocking it, there's not a damn thing you can do about it. So they withdrew it, essentially. They didn't submit it. So there is no bill this time, as far as I know, unless something dramatic happens that's happened I don't know about. And so there's still pushback. Now, but it may be that while there's pushback, a lot of it is coming from entities within our government that like, okay, look, we're going to do it. We just can't do it right now. So we're setting a time frame. We're going to do it in 2026. Okay. That's possible. When you look at the Ukraine war, when you look at the other things that are going on in the world right now, you can see why some national defense people would say, look, let's get over that first. Let's get past that. And so maybe that's what's going on. Some people are alluding that the ETs have something planned. This is out of my zone of influence. It's again, I just don't know. I like people being expectant. I encourage people not to invest too much in any of these kinds of dates. One of the reasons I don't want people to do that is because they could mean nothing. And we need action now. We need people going to the key websites like New Paradigm Institute and Soul Foundation and UAP Disclosure Fund and yes, Paradigm Research Group, and helping us get stuff done now and not just go, well, no, it's okay. It's all going to go down in a particular year. No, you can't count on that at all. So that's the only reason why it's an issue, but we're going to move forward.
Yeah, and I heard Lou say that the reason why he called his book Imminent, which I really enjoyed that book, is because something imminent is about to happen.
Yeah.
And that kind of has to do with those dates that may or may not happen. But it does seem from reading his book that something imminent might happen.